Okay, we're going to make a real quick video here about door handle gaskets, how easy it is to replace them, and why you should. So this is a 91 M5 that's a total beater, and I love it. And I'm working on the central locking right now, which is giving me some issues, and I'm trying to troubleshoot it. But I have the lock, I have the door lock off. So now's a good time to go through and look at them and explain how to replace these door handle gaskets. So here's the metal handle, like the sometimes these are metal or plastic, and you have the gasket right here that I'm trying to peel off, and I don't want to take it all the way off because it's kind of annoying to line back up. But you'll see I'm going to go over here to the passenger door. And so I've painted this handle and replaced it. And the paint on the door itself is terrible, but I've painted the handle, and the gasket is pretty good. And almost every car that's not enthusiast owned is going to have all of these. This gasket right here is just going to be disintegrated, and it's going to let water come in. The gasket performs a function, right? And then so when it's broken, water is going to come in and enter through this area. So if we go back over to the driver's door, okay. So this is what it looks like without the handle and the gasket. So you're letting water come in, and it's going all the way through there. And then what's on the back side of here? Okay, so where's it going to go? It's going to go inside the door panel, and it's going to maybe get all over the door lock, which is right there, and the lock actuator, which is right there, and then go down into the door. Okay, and what happens if you have like debris and stuff that's gotten past the seal on the window over time, which will happen, right? After hundreds of times of bringing your window up and down, a bunch of stuff is going to get behind that seal. And then if your door gaskets are also bad, stuff's going to get down in here, okay, and water's going to get down in here. And these things have drains in them, right? The drain's over here, out here, right there. But what happens if a bunch of stuff stops up that drain? Well, that's what happens. Is you get a bunch of rust like that, and then you end up with rust, bubbling out along the lower door panel. Okay. Now, so I'm not going to lie here and say that I know for sure this rust is coming from the inside and not the outside. I mean, it could be that in this seam here between this this M-Tech trim that goes in the bottom of the door, that could be rusting from I don't know, the metal inside this trim. This is painted, but there's metal inside. So it could be rusting from there. It could be gunk caught in between rusting from there, but it could also be rusting from the inside out because stuff has gotten in here and it's been unable to escape. So this is pretty nasty stuff. So it's very good to replace these door handle gaskets at the first sign of failure. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to come over here, you're going to open the door, and there's a little plastic piece that goes right there that you're going to pop off with a pick or a flathead screwdriver, and it's going to give you access into the door. So of course I don't have my door handle installed, so we're going to look at this guy. So this guy is going to be on the door, right? And what you're going to see through that access panel I just showed you is this brass slider, I'm going to call it, that I'm touching with my left thumb right there. And you can see on the brass slider, see if I get better light. I know this is a really bad video, but hopefully the content is going to make up for the bad quality. You can see the end of the brass slider, right? So right there, you're going to be able to hit that with some kind of flathead screwdriver or something and push it towards the front edge of the door. Okay, and so this one is already in the back position. It's already been pushed back, but I'm going to slide it. I'm going to slide it to where it would normally be. I have headphones in. I'm going to slide it to where it would normally be in the locked position. So I'm going to push it back. This is going to be hard to do, but I'm going to push it right here with this driver, Okay, so I had to put the phone down so you couldn't see it, but I slid it back to the locked position. And you can see the brass showing right there and showing right there. And then on this handle, if we go look at the handle, it's got these tabs right here on the bottom of the door handle, right? I'm sorry, the tabs on the top. 1 and 2. So when you put this in, you put the bottom tabs in, and then you put the top in. So we can go to the door and look at that real quick. So you go and you put those bottom ones in, and you put the top ones in. And what that brass slider does is it comes in and it locks those in place. Okay, so if this is in the locked position, I'm going to try to see if I can push that brass tab over one-handed, which might be difficult. It's going to slide over like maybe 5 millimeters, maybe a little. There we go. Look at that, I did it. Okay, and now there's no, you can't see the brass. Right, so this would be unlocked. So then we could go put it in there like that. Right, and the top piece is, I mean, it's not going to sit. Put it in the right. Okay, so we got it in there. All right, it's open, right? So the bar slid to the left. That allowed us to get the top tabs in. And then what we would do is we would come in from the door again with a pick. I usually use a pick that has a 90-degree bend in it, so I can get in there, grab a hold of the brass slider, and then pull it in this direction, and it's going to lock it. So you can see the brass piece has a little lip in it, so you're trying to get something behind that lip to pull it back towards the rear of the car. So again, just to make this really simple, if you're looking at the door through this access panel, you push towards the front of the car, and that should release the tabs. And then you can pull your handle out, replace the gasket, put the handle back in, and then you want to push towards the rear. You want to grab it and pull that brass slider back towards the rear of the car, and then it's going to slide over those tabs on the top here of the handle. It's going to slide over those tabs and lock it into place. All right, good luck. Okay, so now how to, where to get them. So I bought mine a long time ago from a guy named Shogun, who if you, I mean, that's his like internet BMW forums, Bimmer forums name. And he's got some really good websites dealing with E32 stuff and E34, and he's one of the most helpful people in the old junk BMW community. But I know these guys, Angry Ass Solutions, who I've probably known them for 15 years, and they drive E34 M5s, and they're just super nerds that are designing some solutions to common problems on the E34, ways to improve it. And one of the things they've done is they've partnered with I think they've partnered with Shogun to get these. I think they get them from the same guy and then distribute them. So right now they're sold out, but you can buy them here for the E32, E34, E36, and Z3. And since I'm already here on the website, in the future I'm going to be installing some things from these guys. I already have the E34 fire extinguisher bracket, which my fan stopped working. My interior cabin fan stopped working, and those have been known to, when they go bad or the resistors go bad, they've been known to send cars up in flames. So that I haven't used my fan since I want to get the fire extinguisher installed, and other lots of really cool stuff. They're basically going through and using the skills they have as engineers to offer products that improve the cars, or fix issues the cars had with bad engineering. There's M60 and M62 PCV stuff here that's really cool. Anyway, so I want to throw this in at the end of the video, that if you're looking for a way to get handle gaskets, I know they're sold out right now, but I would recommend you meet these guys
and give them a little bit of business, because the more business they get, the more they're going to be able to support the community with good products. All right.